Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing another PC build with the Ryzen 5 3600, Asus 1660 Super, and the B450 Tomahawk Max. If you guys want to learn more about the parts of a PC, make sure to check out our previous video. We'll also leave a link in the description below. So without further ado, let's get straight into building. So, to kick it off, let's get straight into setting up our motherboard. So first, let's unbox it. We went with the motherboard that didn't come with Wi-Fi because where we use our computer doesn't have a very strong connection, so we'll use an Ethernet cable. So getting a motherboard with Wi-Fi wouldn't be a necessity for us. But if you have a strong connection, if you're using your computer where you're going to have a strong connection to your internet, then you could get a motherboard that comes with a Wi-Fi card. Now let's open up this motherboard. Now that we have unboxed our motherboard, we're going to go ahead and install our CPU. This part right here is our CPU socket. This is where we're going to be putting our CPU. So now get your CPU. As I said before, this is a Ryzen 5 3600. All CPUs have the same installation process. And for your CPU, make sure not to touch the gold pins on the bottom of it, because that can damage your CPU. There's going to be a gold ending on the CPU. You're going to want to align that with the arrow on the bottom of the CPU socket. So now, you're going to take the lever on the side, pull it out, and lift it up. So now you're going to be able to put your CPU in the socket. Now carefully place your CPU in the socket without applying any force. It should fall right into place. Now bring the lever back down and push the lever all the way down. So now your CPU shouldn't move from here and it's all good to go. So now we're going to go into installing our CPU cooler. We're going to have to remove these two brackets first. And for future reference, all you're going to need to build a PC, the only tool you're going to need is a standard star point screwdriver. So now we're going to go ahead and remove these brackets. Now we're going to go and install our CPU cooler. I like to install it with the AMD logo facing towards the I/O ports because the Tomahawk Max has a system where you can hide your cables better. But you also have to keep in mind where your CPU fan port is. And there are only two ways that you can install your CPU cooler because it's a rectangle. And the CPU cooler comes with thermal paste pre-applied onto it. Now to get our fan actually working, we're going to plug it into its corresponding port. It should fall in very smoothly. For the RAM, we went with a 2 8GB DDR4 3600 MHz RAM from Corsair. Next, onto installing our RAM. There's going to be a label above your RAM slots that tells you which slots needs to be occupied first. It's usually the second and fourth slot from the CPU. So now what you're going to do is release the latches on your RAM slots. Some motherboards you only release one, and other motherboards you release two on both sides. Now you're going to open up your RAM. There's only one way to place your RAM because of the size difference between one side of the gold bars and the other side of the gold bars. So what you're going to do is line up the smaller side and larger side depending on which side is correct. And you're going to place it in the slot and push it down until the two sides click. Just like that, the first one is in, and on to the second one. Boom, they're both inside. Before we put our motherboard into our case, what we're gonna do is install our storage device. For storage, I went with a 1 terabyte M.2 SSD from Western Digital. Now what you're gonna do is locate your M.2 slot, which is usually right under your CPU. Then you're gonna take your SSD and push it into the slot until it clicks into place. Boom. Now it'll stay at an angle. So then you're gonna locate the M.2 screw that your motherboard came with. It's usually a very tiny screw. Now what you're gonna do is push down onto your SSD and put the screw into place. When you're screwing in the screw, make sure not to over tighten, because then that can crack the SSD. Screw it until you feel the slightest bit of tension, and then boom, your SSD is in place. So now get your I/O shield and insert it until all the sides click in. Once the I/O shield is inserted, grab your motherboard by its CPU cooler and align it with the I/O ports with the I/O shield and the standoffs on your case. And just like that, the motherboard is now in. With the screws that your case came with, align the screws with the screw holes on your motherboard, but don't tighten them just yet. With the screws aligned with the screw holes, you can now begin to tighten them. So now on to installing our power supply into our case. So grab your power supply and insert it into the side of your case. So that the fan bay on your case aligns with the fan on your power supply, and the screw holes on your power supply align with the screw holes on your case. Once they're aligned, get the screws that your power supply came with and screw it in with your hands first. Then grab your screwdriver and screw it in all the way. And now your power supply is installed in your case. Now to install our graphics card. First, you must remove the holder and the second and third brackets on the side of your case. Now to install our graphics card into our motherboard. So like we did with the RAM, first you have to open the latch on the slot. Then get your graphics card and make sure the ports are facing outward and the fans are facing down. And then align the gold tips with the slot and push it in until the latch clicks back into place. And now, the graphics card is in. Now, we have to wire the case. So grab the 24-pin cable connector that comes from the power supply. It's the biggest one there. And then locate the 24-pin slot. It's usually right by the RAM. And then you're gonna align it with with the slot, and you're gonna push it all the way in. And now it's in. Our motherboard has power. Now we're gonna plug our CPU power cables in. The CPU power cable is located at the top left hand of the motherboard. It's usually very hard to see. So you're gonna get your 4x4 cable connectors and you're gonna plug it into the CPU power slot. You're gonna get the PCIe power cables, which is labeled PCIe, and you're gonna plug it directly into your graphics card. Now for our case cables. So first we're gonna do the HD audio cable. It plugs into the port that says JAUD1. It's usually located on the bottom left of your motherboard. Now we're gonna plug in the USB cable for the USB port on the front of our case. So it has a blue tip. Not all of them have a blue ending, but this one does. And it plugs all the way in the bottom into a port. This one isn't labeled, but it has a box around it, and it's the only port that has the smallest pins. And now our USB can work. We're going to plug in our first system fan now. So locate the system fan port on your motherboard and plug in the system fan cable into it. Our system fan is now in. Now for our next system fan. So locate the next system fan port on your motherboard and plug the system fan cable into it. Now for our front panel connector. This connector goes into the slot that's labeled JFP1. It's located on the bottom of the motherboard. Now to do a bit of cable management to neaten up the back of this case. Once you have everything wired, it's time to turn it on and make sure it's running correct. So connect your power supply to an outlet to get ready to turn it on. All the fans are starting to spin and the lights are coming on. That's how we know we did a good job.